Welcome to BookTone, where books breathe life into your mind and soul. In this immersive journey through Chapter 8 of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy, titled How to Get the Results You Want, the focus shifts toward practical methods for achieving your deepest desires through mental reconditioning and spiritual alignment. This chapter delves into the structured mechanics of how thought becomes reality when filtered through the subconscious mind. Dr. Murphy asserts that the subconscious does not choose or judge, it simply responds to the mental images and emotions that are repeatedly impressed upon it. The key takeaway is that your results, whether positive or negative, are the direct manifestations of your habitual thinking. To change your results, you must first change your mental blueprint. The subconscious is like a fertile soil. Whatever seeds of thought you plant, whether they are of abundance or lack, health or disease, joy or sorrow, they will take root and bear fruit in your external life. This chapter provides actionable techniques such as visualization, affirmation, belief reinforcement, and the emotionalization of goals to help impress the subconscious mind with clarity and power. Murphy introduces the concept of mental movies, where one creates vivid inner scenarios of success, peace, or healing experienced with all senses and believed in as already real. These inner images, when combined with relaxed concentration and emotion, are taken up by the subconscious as present reality, and the creative force of the subconscious then begins to move conditions, people, and events in alignment with that inner image. He emphasizes the importance of the alpha or drowsy state between wakefulness and sleep, a time when the subconscious is most receptive, and suggests planting positive thoughts or affirmations during this phase. Murphy also warns against entertaining doubt, fear, or double-mindedness, as these counteract the effectiveness of the positive images and cancel the subconscious programming. Stories are shared throughout the chapter to reinforce the practicality of these teachings. A businessman who transformed his failing company by visualizing a thriving enterprise and thanking the universe in advance. A young woman who healed her emotional trauma by affirming her inner worth daily. And a student who improved his academic performance by seeing himself receiving accolades and believing in his intellectual capacity. In all these cases, the secret was repetition, belief, and emotion. The subconscious accepts whatever is repeatedly felt and believed as true. It does not distinguish between reality and imagination, it reacts to the emotionalized image. Therefore, Murphy encourages readers to become intentional about the images they project. He further explains that people fail not because they are unlucky or undeserving, but because they keep feeding their subconscious mind with failure images, often unconsciously. Negative self-talk, habitual complaining, or visualizing unwanted outcomes acts as a form of prayer to the subconscious, and it delivers accordingly. Reprogramming begins with self-awareness, catching negative thoughts, and replacing them with constructive affirmations such as I am divinely guided in all I do, or infinite intelligence governs my success. The chapter outlines a step-by-step formula. Clarify your desire, visualize the end result, affirm its reality with emotion, release it to the subconscious with faith, and act in harmony with your belief. The more frequently and passionately you engage with this process, the faster and more accurately the subconscious can deliver. Murphy also emphasizes that detachment is crucial. You must trust the process and not interfere with how the result will manifest. Obsessing over the outcome or timeline only introduces resistance. By maintaining an attitude of calm expectancy and inner knowing, you create a receptive environment for the subconscious to work unhindered. This concept mirrors spiritual teachings across cultures, where faith, surrender, and inner certainty precede miracles. Murphy bridges spirituality and psychology, showing how both affirm the same truth, the inner world. Creates the outer. Throughout the chapter, he dismantles myths about willpower, effort, and struggle. The subconscious responds not to force, but to belief. He likens it to a boat on water. When guided gently and clearly, it flows effortlessly to its destination. But when steered with desperation or fear, it goes off course. Real success, then, is about harmonizing your thoughts and emotions with the natural laws of the mind. Continuing from the core principles explored earlier, we now explore how these powerful subconscious techniques extend into every corner of your life, be it relationships, career, emotional health, or spiritual growth. Murphy emphasizes that the subconscious mind works best when your conscious thoughts are calm, focused, and emotionally charged with belief. He explains that while it's easy to declare intentions like wanting better health, more money, or fulfilling relationships, it's the emotional faith behind those declarations that actually mobilizes the subconscious to respond. The subconscious is not moved by mere words, but by feeling-infused belief. Therefore, if someone affirms, "I am healthy," while secretly fearing illness, the mixed signal results in no meaningful change. To avoid this, Murphy urges you to eliminate mental contradictions by saturating your mind with harmony, confidence, and expectation. He offers an in-depth look at how faith works as a mental law. Faith is not wishful thinking, it's the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction that what you want is already yours. This belief must be so deep that even if all outer evidence contradicts it, your inner certainty remains unshaken. Murphy calls this the secret of the ages, holding fast to your vision until it becomes real. He shares case after case of individuals who applied this unwavering mental discipline and received remarkable results. A woman who healed her chronic migraines by daily affirming peace and visualizing radiant health. A struggling actor who saw himself performing on stage and eventually landed a breakthrough role. A lonely man who mentally pictured harmonious companionship and soon met the partner of his dreams. In every example, the turning point came when the individual moved from doubt to certainty. Another powerful practice Murphy highlights is the method of using sleep as a gateway to transformation. The final thoughts before sleep influence the subconscious profoundly. If you go to bed with anxiety or resentment, the subconscious embeds these into your experience. But if you feed it with thoughts of gratitude, success, and well-being, it begins working overnight on your behalf. He advises creating bedtime rituals of affirmation and visualization to leverage this nightly window of heightened receptivity. Dr. Murphy also tackles the subconscious in business and financial success. He explains that many people subconsciously block prosperity because they associate money with guilt, greed, or unworthiness. By reprogramming these beliefs through affirmations like "I am open and receptive to the flow of abundance," or "wealth is a positive expression of my service to others," one aligns their internal system with financial growth. He underscores the importance of believing that success is your divine right, not a stroke of luck or external gift. Murphy teaches that the universe is abundant by nature, and there is no virtue in lack, only ignorance of spiritual law. He recommends meditating on abundance, visualizing the fulfillment of your needs, and blessing others' success as a way to activate this flow in your own life. Chapter 8 concludes with a passionate reminder. Your subconscious does not argue, it obeys. The moment you emotionally accept something as true, the subconscious begins creating circumstances to match it. You do not have to figure out the details. Your job is to build belief, see the end result, feel it with gratitude, and then let go. The deeper your trust, the faster the manifestation. Murphy's message is a call to conscious living. You are the author of your experience, the director of your internal movie. What you picture consistently, believe in completely, and feel deeply becomes your outer world. Thanks for joining us on BookTone. If this journey through Chapter 8 inspired you, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more rich, soulful explorations of the world's most powerful books. Until next time, keep reading, keep believing, and keep becoming your highest self.